If you constantly say, for example, I'm not ready, I'm tired, I don't have enough experience, I can do this later, maybe next year, maybe 2 years from now, you are delaying your own acceleration. Acceleration means to stop delaying your growth, to stop shrinking your voice, to stop waiting, or to stop asking for permission. Indeed, I want to say that the world does not reward potential. Hey, the world rewards performers. In fact, the world does not celebrate excuses. So, acceleration by performing at your highest standard is key. You're welcome back to the Hagne Space, and today we are celebrating the International Women's Day 2026. We have all read, we have heard from friends that this year's theme is acceleration, accelerate action. But I want to speak to you all that when we speak about acceleration, we need to unpack it. We need to go back to the roots and ask ourselves, what is to accelerate anyway? And I would like to start from what, for me, I understand accelerate in the context of where I am. And friends, before I start, I would like to ask you, especially that we are celebrating International Women's Day, if you haven't really intentionally or you haven't purposed as a woman to be a woman, I encourage you that this year, as we celebrate International Women's Day, you intentionally purpose to be a woman. Now, we may not have the right time for now to unpack what that means to be a woman, but I really encourage you to read more about what it means to be a woman. Whether married, whether not married, whether a young girl, whether an elderly mother, be intentional about being a woman. And I have some notes which start from asking myself and asking you, do you have a woman that you admire? That woman who is confident, who is composed, a woman that is articulate, a woman that is disciplined, a woman that is resilient, a woman that is respected. Do you have a woman that you admire? Now, if you do, here is my real question. Why do you actually admire that woman? Can you become that woman? If yes, then let's unpack what acceleration should actually mean. Personally, acceleration means to stop delaying your growth, to stop shrinking your voice, to stop waiting, or to stop asking for permission. Now, globally, women make up to nearly 50% of the workforce. That is according to the International Labour Organization. Yet, women only hold 32% of senior leadership roles. There is a research that was conducted by Grant Thornton. And the question remains again, is this an issue of capability? Is it an issue of competence? I say no. Instead, it is an issue of positioning. It is execution. It is consistency. Indeed, I want to say that the world does not reward potential. Hey, the world rewards performers. In fact, the world does not celebrate excuses. So, acceleration by performing at your highest standard is key. Now, let's talk about the power that comes with you speaking to yourself good words, positive words, words of affirmation, but also you speaking the same words to the people around you, the people you care for. Genuine words, and as I said, words of encouragement and words of affirmation. Truly speaking, before anything changes externally, it shifts within, internally, I mean. If you constantly say, for example, I'm not ready, I'm tired, I don't have enough experience, I can do this later, maybe next year, maybe 2 years from now, you are delaying your own acceleration. Your brain believes repetition, so I encourage you to start saying, I'm building capacity, I'm preparing for greater responsibility, I'm capable of leadership, I'm capable of achieving and attaining my goals. So, should you? The other point is about consistency and daily learning. As I mentioned above, it is the repetition that matters. But can you make that repetition consistent? Can you continuously and on a daily basis learn or plan to learn? Truly speaking, as a woman, you don't become that woman in one dramatic or one drastic moment. You become that woman in daily discipline. For example, through reading, through listening, through helping, through improving yourself, through studying your craft, through understanding your environment. There is research that was conducted on LinkedIn which shows that professionals who consistently invest in learning feel more confident and future ready. For example, a 20-minute day, one skill at a time, in 1 year of focus. Consistency actually compounds. You don't need intensity, all you need is rhythm. Just like we all listen to the rhythm of music. The woman you desire, she's not consistent when the woman you desire to become is consistent even when nobody is watching, when nobody is monitoring, when nobody is following, when nobody understands her. Further research by the Center for Creative Leadership highlights that stretch assignments accelerate leadership readiness. When something intimidates you, when something feels, oh, you recognize that this is so big, like it is beyond your current capability, you don't choose to immediately step back. Instead, ask yourself, is this stretching me or breaking me? If it is stretching you, lean in. Pressure surely produces performers, and performers create results. The other thing is to encourage you to be a go-getter. I want us to reflect that this year, when we talk about acceleration, acceleration requires moments of movement. Apply even if you don't meet 100%. I mean, apply for that job even when you know you don't meet 100%. Raise your hand, speak out, ask for feedback, pitch your idea. Do not be intimidated. Because research frequently cited in Harvard Business Review shows that women are often over-mentored but under-sponsored. Friends, as I speak to you, this actually hurts me. We are continually seeking for mentorship. We are continually looking out for support. But are we continually looking for sponsors? The woman you desire, she moves, she asks, and she shows up. I want to encourage you to be intentional about coaches and sponsors, because you cannot accelerate alone. You definitely need a coach who sharpens you, a sponsor who speaks for you in rooms where you're not, and somebody who advocates for your credibility. Friends, I encourage you to be intentional. Be intentional about who stretches your thinking, who corrects you, who opens doors, because acceleration without support leads to burnout. Acceleration with alignment leads to sustainability. Be patient, be content, and have purpose is my next point. Now, I want to create a balance between what I said above and what I'm going to say below before you get so stretched. Yes, I want to speak about acceleration in action. But I want to also encourage you that don't rush your becoming. Contentment is not complacency. It is peace while building. Comparison will make you anxious. I want you to underline that. But purpose will make you steady. Before you say yes to anything, ask yourself the following questions. Is this within my purpose? If it is not aligned, we all know about the wheel alignment of cars, then it will drain you. If it is aligned, it will stretch you, but it will grow you. Because purpose protects pace, purpose also prevents burnouts. As I close and wish to celebrate with you the International Women's Day, I would like to leave you this message. The woman, that woman you admire, whether around you, whether in your community, whether within the church community, whether international or regional, that woman, she's intentional, she speaks differently, she learns consistently, she embraces stretch, she asks boldly, she aligns with purpose, and she performs. She acts, she does not react. This International Women's Day, accelerate action, not by competing, not by exhausting yourself, but by deciding, I will no longer admire the woman I could become. I will become her. That woman you desire, be her. Thank you and happy Women's Day.